Hello everyone, this is Sam Overton and thank you for joining me. Today I'll be going over the free code camp curriculum, more specifically the JavaScript basics. Feel free to join me. I'm just going to do a short 30-minute Pomodoro session of JavaScript basics, and I'll be doing this almost every day of the week. But today is a recorded video, but every other day it'll be live, so feel free to join me. I'm going to start right now. See, I got the 30 minutes right there. So here we go. I'm going to learn how to comment. This may not be new to a lot of people, but just want to make this a good introductory for anyone new to programming, and we can get through a lot of these things pretty quick. So let's see, say comments are lines of code that JavaScript intentionally ignore. So basically a comment is just, you can leave yourself a note within the editor or within your IDE, and is helpful just to leave a note for yourself or for someone else, or future self. Right here it says, so nothing major, pretty simple. It just says, so what we have to do, create a okay, so we'll do I think these are backslashes, and we'll just say Sam Overton. So that's coming out, and then we'll also do and we'll do Sam Overton again. And these two lines will be commented out. The thing with these styles of comments is that they're multi-line, so you can spread this out. You can add more items in here, and this is all commented out. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. It's pretty simple, and if I write something here, that's not commented out because it's not multi-line. This is just one line. So we'll see, pass the test, on to the next. It says declare JavaScript variables. So in computer science, that is anything that is meaningful to the computer. JavaScript provides 7 different data types, which are undefined, null, boolean, string, symbol, number, and objects. For example, computers distinguish between numbers such as number 12, strings such as, you see this with the quotes, 12, dog, 1, 2, 3, cats, which are collections of characters. Computers can perform mathematical operations on a number, but not a string. So let's just move on. Variables are similar to the X and Y variables you use in mathematics, which means they're a simple name that represents the data we want to refer to. Computer variables differ from mathematical variables in that they can store different values at different times. So we see that we have a variable right here, and we declare it as a variable by putting this var right here, and it's called our name. And this variable can store any one of those data types that we declared up top, which is undefined, null, boolean, string, symbol, number, and object. So we have to declare my name. The variable name should be my name with the var keyword ending with the semicolon. So right now it's var our name, so we'll just change that to, oh, it says look, I'm not following directions right here. Declare my name below this line. So we'll do var my name equals Sam. And I want to make it a string, right? Sam. Uh-oh. And we should see, pretty simple, nothing major right now. And oh, I didn't listen. Again, all it did was tell me to declare the variable. It didn't tell me to add a string, anything to it. So when I submit it, and how I submit it, I press Command Enter right here. That's how I normally submit and check to see if things are tested correctly or not. So we keep going. So now where it's asking, it says store values with assignment operator. So right now we are going to store a value within the variable, and that's what I did before, jumping ahead. So it says in JavaScript you can store a value in a variable with the assignment operator, which is the equal operator right here is the assignment. This assigns number value 5 to my variable. So right here it assigns the number 5 to my variable. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So now let's see what it asks us to do. So this is important too. Assignments always go from right to left. Everything to the right of the equal operator is resolved before the value is assigned to the variable to the left of the operator. So right here it says assignment always go from right to left. So right here, everything to the right of the operator is resolved. So all of this is resolved before the value is assigned to the variable to the left of the operator right here. So right now it says we see this, my var equals 5, my number equals my variable. This assigns 5 to my variable or my var, and then resolves my var to 5 again and assigns it to my number. Can be a little confusing. So it says assigns 5 to my variable, and then it resolves my variable to 5, and then again assigns it to my number right there. So now let us figure out what we have to do. Assign the value 7 to variable A. Assign the contents of A to variable B. So see if we can get this right. Only change the code below this line. So it says A equals 7, and then let's see, B equals A. I think I did that right. Yep, that's right. Pretty simple. Uh-oh. Oh, it's free, but we'll donate. Yeah, I definitely will donate later, maybe not today, but I do have intentions on donating to Free Code Camp because they have done a lot to help me out with programming, and I think we all should give at least a little bit back to very helpful tools like this. But to go on, so now we're going to initialize variables with the assignment operator. So it's common to initialize a variable to an initial value in the same line as it is declared. So basically, before we were creating a variable like this, var sam, and then on the next line doing sam equals 0 or whatever. And this is fine, but we can make it a little bit easier right here. And so it says, so what we need to do is initialize a to a value of 9. So we'll just say var a equals the number 9, semicolon, command enter, or command enter or control enter, depending on your setup. So done with that. Let's keep going. We're gonna kind of just start blazing through some of these. Some of them are pretty self-explanatory. So now it says when understanding uninitialized variables. When JavaScript variables are declared, they have an initial value of undefined. If you do a mathematical operation on an undefined variable, your result will be not a number. That's this NaN stands for, which means not a number. Oh, thanks for I'm jumping ahead a lot. So if you concentrate or concatenate, I don't know where I got that from. If you concatenate a string with an undefined variable, you will get a literal string of undefined. So basically what it's saying is that you just got to be careful when you're declaring variables. The reason is because you have initial value of undefined and you're trying to do something like add some things or divide something, that it won't be a number. It can't. The undefined is not a number, so it can't do any of those operations. And if you have a string like this right here, but then something is undefined, this variable right here is undefined, this string will be undefined, all of it. So you just got to be careful when declaring your variables and making sure that they are being defined. So right here it says initialize the three variables var a, b, and c with 5, 10, and I am a respectively, so that they will not be undefined. So let's see, initialize three variables var a, variables a, b, and c. So these are these variables right here. So let's initialize them. It says a equals 5, b equals 10, and c equals I am a. And should be good. So hit command enter, and we are. Keep going. We're flying through this. We have 17 minutes left in the in our Pomodoro. So right here, the Pomodoro. I'm only gonna be doing 30-minute sprints just to get through these as quick as possible. When they get more difficult, when we start getting to some sections that requires a little bit more strategizing or thinking, then I may slow down. I may not even have an answer, but that's the the beauty of this is that we can struggle and we can win together. So that's what I'm all about. Now we are in understanding case sensitivity in variables. So my var is not the same as my var. So my var all capitalized is not the same as my var with the M and the V only being capitalized, or nothing being capitalized. So all of these are different variables, all of them. So capitalization matters, as this says up here. Strongly recommended that, for sake of clarity, you do not use this language feature. So how the best practice, or what is widely used in JavaScript, is the camel case. And camel case is exactly how this looks. So you have your first word is lowercase, then every word, the first letter of every word after is capitalized. So like this. So I'll be able to show you over here how all of that will look camel case. So telling us to modify the existing declarations and assignments so their names use camel case. Do not create any new variables. Oh, and right here it shows as well. So this first word is lowercase, this is uppercase, and then this shows how if you have a longer word, that only the first word in the variable is lowercase. Everything else is uppercase. So every other every other word has a capital first letter, and that's why they call it camel case. Now let's go modify the existing decorations and assignments so their names use camel case. Do not. Okay. So let's make it camel case. So I'll make that lowercase, make that capital, make this L U steadily cap var. I think that's right. So proper camel case, title case over. So they all should be good now. Then I'll just copy and paste. Uh-oh. There we go. Then here we go again. And should be good. I'm gonna hit Command Enter. Yep. All right, add two numbers with JavaScript. And like I said, everyone, also I'll be trying to do these live streams. Right now, YouTube is saying that it needs 24 hours to before I can use live streams. First time I was going to try and do it. So in the future, if you have any questions or whatever, just message me and I'll try to message you back as we're doing this. So add two numbers with JavaScript. It's really simple. We're almost doing straight up regular math right into this variable. And so if we do my var equals 5 plus 10, it makes it 15. The variable automatically adds these numbers for us, and we when you spit it out to the console or show it somewhere, it'll be 15. It won't be these two numbers. So let's figure out what we have to do. Change the 0 so that sum will equal 20. So just got to make it a 10. So var sum equals 10 plus 10, which equals 20. There we go. Keep going. This is subtraction. It's almost the same exact thing. So but we're subtracting. So change the 0 so the difference is 12. Okay. They want to make me think a little bit. So I don't know what else. What did it say? Difference is 12. Look, I'm terrible at math. It's all right. We'll all get better together. I assume everyone else is a lot better than me. So 35. No, it'll be 33. Okay. There we go. Minus 33. There we go. Keep going. Multiply two numbers with JavaScript. So change 0 so that the product will equal 8. And this time, 80. And this time we're doing multiplication. So right here it's 10. Command Enter. Just fly through these. So these are division. These are the same things. Nothing's changing, but right here the symbol is changing. Just let us know if it's division, multiplication, addition, or whatever. So it says change the 0 so that the quotient is equal to 2. So what would that be? 33? Yeah. Okay, so increment a number with JavaScript. Ooh, this should be pretty fun. So it says you can easily increment. I'm having a hard time speaking today, but it's all right. We'll get through it. You can easily increment or add 1 to a variable with the plus plus operator. Right here, it's plus plus. So I plus plus is equivalent of I equals I plus 1. Oh, okay. What does that mean? We'll figure it out. The entire line becomes I plus plus, eliminating need for the equal sign. So basically, this is I is whatever we dictate I to be. Could be 10. So 10 equals 10 plus 1. I think that's right. Yeah, no, I believe that's right. So if that was the case, so I will equal 10 plus 1, which is 10. Which is 11. So I plus plus, just I equals 10 plus 1, which will equal 11, which increments the number. So that I can be will dictate it. Is like a variable. So change the code to use the plus plus operator on my var. So we'll just do my var plus plus, and that should be it. It's really simple. So it should go to 88. This variable should be 88. And look, I already ran into a bug. Let me just make sure I read that right. Change the code to use plus plus. the plus plus operator on my var. My var equals 88. Oh, don't need that part. Okay, so going back to that. So what I had before, this is invalid syntax. You can't do this and this. So what we have to do is take that away, make it my var plus plus, which looks like this. My var equals, what is it, 87 plus 1. That's what this looks like underneath the hood. So we save it, keep going. How I run my test and how I move on again is Command Enter, just in case someone missed it. Here we go. So same thing, you can decrement a number or decrement a number, which is the opposite syntax. So instead of using plus, we'll use two minuses, so which will be minus operator. And how do we do that? Only change the variable. So what we are going to do, remember, I'm going to remove that. I'm going to just put two minuses behind my var and Command Enter. Should be good to go. Command Enter. Create decimal numbers with JavaScript. So we can store decimal numbers in variables too. Decimal numbers are sometimes referred to as floating point numbers or floats. Here we go. So it says create a variable my decimal, give it a decimal value with a fractional part 5.7. So what is it? Var my decimal equals 5.7. Close that. Command Enter. Cool beans. There we go. Got 3 minutes left. Let's try and get through as many as we can. In JavaScript, so sorry, I'm not even going over the title. Sorry. So it says multiply two decimals with JavaScript. In JavaScript, you can perform calculations with decimal numbers, just like whole numbers. Let's multiply two decimal numbers together to get their product. So change the 0 so that the product will equal 5. So just change that to 3. Should be 5. Uh-oh. Hello everyone. Looks like I had technical difficulty. My video recorder just shut down, so I'll be recording about two more, we're going over two more basic JavaScript problems. As you can see, let me get this situated right here. My Pomodoro is already done, but I'll do this problem and another problem, and then we'll call it one for the night. So where were we at? We're trying to find the product. Change 0.0 so that the product will equal 5. Oh yeah, I remember I was stuck on this and I shouldn't have been. Okay, so 2 times what? 2 times 2.5 will give us 5, I believe. We'll see. Command enter, and yes, here we go. So our last one for the night. Let's see if we can figure this one out. So let's say now let's divide one decimal by another. Change the 0.0 so that the quotient will equal to 2.2. So the variable quotient should equal 2.2. Should use the division operator to divide 4.4 by 2. So and we did that and got our answer right away. And tomorrow I should have another video. Hopefully I can be live tomorrow and we can get that started. And this will be a series that I'll keep going with, and then hopefully it'll lead more into actually building out some projects. I've been working with Gatsby a little bit, been working with a few other tools that I found some things that could possibly be useful. So I may bring those to light, but I do want to get through all of this free code camp curriculum. So let me go back over it again. Yeah, so all of this curriculum that's shown on the screen right now, especially I can't wait till we get to the algorithms and the data structures. I struggle with that a lot, and hopefully we can get through some of those sections and figure some things out and learn some things new. All right, everybody, take it easy. Peace.